is an overview of the Nutbush Bridge Campground, which is part of the Kerr Lake State Recreation Area in North Carolina. The campground is like many others around the lake area. It's kind of hard to find if you don't know where you're going. And there are several recreation areas within the campground itself. So there's, I think, areas A, B, and C. So when you make your reservations, and then when you check in, the host at the booth will be able to help you know where you're supposed to go in the campground. We went over July 7th through 9th, 2017. Our site was number 2, and we loved it. The campground was very quiet, very clean. They're like most state campgrounds. You either have a no hookup site or a site that is just water and electricity. And that's what we had. The bathhouse was very nearby. It was clean and it was very nice. Here when we stopped, we were trying to decide which way we needed to go, but we picked the right one, which was turning right. And once we did, we were there at the campground. And the sites are right on the water. Our site was on the second row back, which meant we had a great view of the water, but the sites in front of us were on the water. This area had 3 or 4 loops, I believe. And so you go up to the right and around and keep going until you find the correct site that you need. The roads inside the campground are 1 lane only, very narrow, and sometimes they were washed over and covered with dirt. I think when it rains, it really makes a mess of things. But once we got there, got in our site, we had plenty of room to put our slide outs and our awning out. I believe all the sites had a fire ring, which was really nice. Firewood was for sale at the entrance gates. I wanted you to see there how that's the road. So that is pretty narrow. And the fire rings did have grates on them. We cooked out and really enjoyed it. We had beautiful weather while we were there and really enjoyed ourselves. We were near a boat launch ramp. I think if you had a boat, or even better if you have a friend with a boat, you can launch it nearby and then leave it overnight or whatever in the water just off of the campground sites themselves. We were there over a weekend. The noise from the boats was not bad at all. The campground was nearly full and still very quiet. We really enjoyed ourselves and we'll definitely go back again.